Hi, my name is Michelle Ferguson. I'm the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. You can find me at twobrothersblankets.com, on Facebook and Instagram at Two Brothers Blankets, and right here on YouTube every week for a new crochet related video. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, you can click the bell at the top of your screen. All right, today I want to share 5 ways you can save money on both yarn and patterns. It's 2022. Things are expensive. And as a designer, I am not naive to the fact that crocheting and buying crochet patterns is more of a luxury than a need, right? Yes, it's helpful for mental health and anxiety and things like that. But like food on the table, yarn. Yeah, so I'm not naive to that. And our family is also, we are looking to save money, wait for ways to save money on things and trying to be more frugal and not wasteful and stuff like that. That's just the times we're living in right now. So I understand that yarn and patterns are just sometimes not on the shopping list, right? But I am a crochet pattern designer, and this is how I make a living and pay for my groceries and things like that. So I was thinking about it the other day, and I was just like, you know what? There are ways to save money, to not spend as much on yarn and patterns, and to still support these companies and these designers and stuff like that. So I just want to share what I've come up with, and hopefully it will help you. All right, so number 1 is this is more for yarn, is to thrift. I just went through all my yarn in my office and my samples and everything, and gave a ton of yarn to Goodwill. And I know that someone who crochets or knits is gonna love that. It was just yarn that I was laying around and I wasn't using and didn't have any intentions of using anytime soon. So I got rid of it. I sent it to Goodwill. That's a great place to find cheap yarn, really cheap yarn. I saw when I went to Goodwill a couple of weeks ago, like they had baggies of different assorted yarns and they were selling them for like $5. So if you're looking for some cheap yarn, check out Goodwill or like other thrift stores. Now you will want to wash the yarn, but you can find videos here on YouTube about how to do that. It's fairly easy. And you can wash it in your machine and make sure it's clean and not gross or anything. But yeah, that's a great place to buy yarn. I've also found yarn at yard sales before. I've also sold yarn at yard sales before that we've had. So it's a great way to find some cheap yarn, is to go thrifting for it, right? Like I said, you want to wash it, make sure it's sanitary, but if you're looking for really cheap yarn, a lot of the times it's literally the same case as what I had, just too much. I had too much of it and I didn't need it. And so people are trying to get rid of it. Or somebody has stopped crocheting or whatever. I don't know, different instances that they're getting rid of yarn. And so that might be, you may even be able to find yarn on like Facebook Market or something. So yeah, check out those different places if you're looking for some cheap yarn. All right, number 2, watch for sales, and when they are on sale, stock up. So this could go for yarn or patterns. Yarn companies have sales all the time. All the time. I get Lion Brand emails like at least twice a week of something on sale. So if you know of a particular yarn that you love, wait till it goes on sale and then stock up. Sometimes they have really good deals, like 35% off or 50% off, or spend this much and get this much off, or whatever. Subscribe to the email list of the companies that you're following that you want the yarn from or whatever, and keep an eye out for those sales. Same for patterns and designers. Designers have sales all the time. It's National Crochet Month here right now. It's March. And I put all my patterns 50% off on Ravelry and Etsy for the rest of the month. So today is the 22nd until the 31st. I did it started the 18th, when that was the day I got featured for Crochetvilles. They do like a whole National Crochet Month blog tour. It's really cool. But anyways, I put it on sale that day, and it's on sale for the rest. They're on sale for the rest of the month. 50% off, half off, all of them. So, and I don't know when I'll do another sale again, but I do like to do sales periodically throughout the year, because I know that that's just helpful, and it's a great way to stock up on some of your favorites that you know you want to make, that have been in your cart, and now you can get them half off. So be on the lookout. Subscribe to those email lists of designers that you want their patterns, or yarn companies that you want to buy yarn from, and wait for a sale. And when it goes on sale, stock up, get what you need for a certain design or project or whatever, and go ahead and get it while it's on sale. Number 3, bundles and ebooks. So I don't know if everybody realizes this, but bundles are huge discounts on a group of crochet patterns, and ebooks. But I participate in bundles a lot of times, either with blog hops or just like a weekly bundle, 5 days, and then it's gone. Sometimes I'll do that with other designers. And these patterns that are added to this bundle from 20, 30 different, designers typically cost anywhere between $5 to $8 for the one pattern. And then put them in the bundle and they go down to like $1 or 50 cents per pattern. Now, yes, you're spending $20 on 40 patterns, but you're getting them at 50 cents. So if you find a couple within that bundle, 5 or 6 within that bundle that you love and you know you will make, you're getting your money's worth. Because otherwise you'd be spending $8 a pop for each pattern. So it's a huge, huge discount. Even if you don't use every single one, you have those patterns for life at 50 cents or $1, whatever they are, $2 per pattern, that you can refer to over and over and over again. Like that's insane. Like that's so cheap. And that's like one of the best ways to grab a bunch of patterns that you love. Like I said, even if you don't use them all, if you find 5 or 6 that you know you'll use and love, you're getting your money's worth. Same for ebooks. When designers create ebooks, they put a bunch of their patterns in it, and then they basically discount it so that like as a purchase. So instead of individually $5 each, it's $10 for 4 patterns, you're getting like half off or whatever. So it's usually discounted. And you get an ebook, you get multiple patterns for a discounted price. So bundles and ebooks are huge ways to save money on patterns. And I don't know if people realize that or not. I mean, I think so, because I always have good sales with bundles, but I don't know if people realize how much they are discounted. Like they go way down, 95% off. So great way to save money on patterns. All right, number 4. This one's a big one. Look for free patterns. You'll find tons. There's free patterns everywhere. I have all kinds of free patterns on my website. Some designers only have free patterns. Some designers have a mix. I have a mix. I usually do a little of both. And you'll find them everywhere. You'll find them on Ravelry. You'll find them on people's websites. You'll find them everywhere. Here's the thing. If you find a free pattern on a designer's website or, their blog or whatever, it's free, but they're making money through the ad revenue and affiliate links that are on their website. So if you find a free pattern on a designer's website, please, pretty please, stay on that designer's site. I know there's ads. I know there might be a pop-up or two, but you can easily just click off of it, X off of it, don't copy and paste and put it on something else. I know that's the easy way, but that does not help the designer in any way. And they have been so kind as to put that pattern they worked hard on their website for free, because they are still getting somewhat of a pay from the ad revenue that they make when people go to their site. So if you stay on the site and scroll through that pattern, you're helping that designer make money. So you get the free pattern and they still get paid by you staying on there. When you leave, then they don't make any more money. So, and sharing is great too. Not sharing the whole pattern, share the link to the pattern. And your friends will click and other crocheters will click, and that'll be good because that helps them. But like, it's called a session. The more of those they have, the better. And that's when someone stays on the site and like scrolls through the whole post. That's when a designer, blogger, whoever truly makes money through ad revenue. So keep that in mind when you find free patterns. They're great. And then this fifth one, I actually just kind of randomly thought of because I thought about doing this myself before I actually got rid of some of my samples that I had. Another way to save money on yarn is to frog your old patterns, like your old projects or your old whips. Some of these projects that never got finished should have been sitting in bags forever. Frog them and use that yarn for something else. That's a great way to save money. Instead of going out and buying new yarn, if you got a bunch of whips and you need a specific yarn, go through your whips and look and see if that yarn is in one of those whips and frog it. Get rid of it. It don't need to be sitting there. If it's been more than like 8 months, it's time to move on. So, yeah, that's a really easy way to save some money. If you need a certain yarn or a certain weight yarn and you've got one half-made blanket laying around with that yarn, there you go. There you go. So those are just some quick, simple tips on saving money on yarn and patterns. Like I said, you can still support a designer or a company this way, but while still trying to save money and cut corners and not overspend or spend wisely. Yeah, so I hope you find those ideas helpful. I hope you find you some good yarn and free patterns. And I hope you remember to support the designer in any way you can, because like I said, this is our income. This is our job. This is the way we provide for our families as well. This is not just a hobby. It might have started out as a hobby, but it's not a hobby anymore. So I still have to make money, and putting patterns out there on my website or wherever or selling them is how I do that. And so every little bit of support is so helpful and so appreciated. And yeah, thanks so much for all your support. I hope you found these tips helpful. Please check back again next week for a new crochet related video. Have a good week.